Hey, Dr. Juice here. Another episode of Juice TV. This time, we're going out with Dr. Juice Pro Staff member, Captain Paul Mazzucco. We're going out onto Lake Superior, and we're going to forego the downriggers for deeper fish, and he's going to talk to you about using long lines, copper line, light and heavy, and lead core. Let's take a look.
Hi, good morning. We're out on beautiful Lake Superior. My name's Captain Paul from Optimum Charters in Duluth, Minnesota. We've got a few tips for you on trolling copper and lead core. A lot of people in the Great Lakes think you need downriggers to catch fish out here with, but you can just use lines to get your baits down as well. This one I have here is a copper reel. It's got the light copper line on it. This has got 300 feet, and that'll get you down to about 50 feet, right in that range. We already have a 10 color lead core running out that side of the boat over there, out on an inline planer board. This one here will run about 50 feet down, light copper. And then we use a heavy version of it too. The heavy copper will get you down around the 70-foot area. Depending on your speed, you go faster, it'll come up a little bit. Of course, slower, it'll go down a little bit deeper as well. Works really well. These baits will be way back there, all on their own. Like that one. This has got 300 feet of light copper on it. A little bit of a leader, fluorocarbon leader, and then the backing line. You can use Power Pro, you can use Dacron. Everybody uses something a little bit different for the backing line. But
What pound test on the leader?
20-pound fluorocarbon is what we normally would run.
20, okay. Any difference with the drag with that?
You got to keep pretty light drags because there is zero stretch in the copper itself. So really rely on the drag for catching bigger fish.
You put any kind of rubber snubber, or you really don't need that?
No, I usually don't. But like when we're using stainless steel line, then we use snubbers in there, which work pretty well. Same thing, zero stretch on the wire line. Get a little bit of stretch out of the leader out there though, tiny bit. It's a lot of line, but it works. So we'll let that out. Here I'm down to the backing line here, clip it on a board. Which will get us all away from the boat. You gotta watch out when you're setting these in shallower water. You want to let everything out slow or it'll sink right down to the bottom and you'll lose it.
But less expensive than a downrigger.
Way less.
What does it run? 300 copper.
About $40.
Oh,
around
yeah.
there.
Wow.
So what I like to do is let it out, then set the drag just right with the clicker on. So if anything gets on there, you'll hear that clicker start going. You set it just right, even little ones will tell you that they're there. Set the drag so it just barely holds. There's a fish.
Already?
Didn't even get it out there. The battle begins.
Right on cue.
Michael Jackson,
Hey.
all right. Good pick. Hopefully It's a silver.
Okay, you can go to the far side there. You were saying sometimes you think it's more effective than downriggers, actually.
I think so, yeah.
Any reason why?
Well, the fish a lot of times will get downrigger shy.
Okay, and then
So what we normally do here is one guy will walk back, the other guy will take the line off.
Pop that release, pull it back, and you can reel it in.
We just got 300 feet to go.
oh,
Like a decent fish on here.
all right.
That was pretty much instant. Still setting the board and setting the drag. We already had a fish on it.
You're proving the utility of that method.
Yeah, we got dipsies out right now. We've got board lines. We got downriggers. Hadn't had a bite on any of that. As soon as this thing was in the water, we had a fish on it. Pretty nice.
Now, it's a lot of metal out there. I wonder if that makes a difference, like vibration,
Oh
or
yeah,
sound, or
the sound cutting through the water, I believe, makes the difference.
that's way different than braid or mono.
Oh yeah. Or the lead core too. You know, the lead core has that Dacron sheath in it. Probably pretty quiet going through the water.
Yeah, that's where the copper could have a vibration to it.
Steelhead? Maybe.
It's silver.
Oh no. Oh jeez, it just jumped out of the way. Really so well. Get that back out there. Good looking fish. Really so well. Yeah, we got a 10 color lead coming in here. Feels like a real good fish. Really good fish. A lot of line out there yet.
How much line?
About 300 feet after this board.
Wow.
Once the board comes off, things should locked in pretty good. Oh, there's one. I want to see this one. Play them all. That's better.
Oh yeah.
How deep do you think that much lead goes?
It should be about 45 feet at 2.2, 2.5 like we're running.
That's perfect because you're graphing fish at 50.
Yep. And we're putting it out there on that board, getting it far from the boat. Way far away from everything.
Yeah, even
I think sometimes they have too many choices down below the boat here with all the gear. When they only have one choice, I think they are more better chance of getting them.
So you think sometimes they get a little shy of the downriggers?
Oh, big time, yeah. They get shy of the gear at certain times. Most definitely. Not all the time, but...
Well, when you're out chartering, you got to pull out all the stops,
Yeah.
right? Every little
Like
bit.
I notice sometimes when we use the white glow balls, they like them, but I think a lot of times they're scared of them. Then you go back to just the lead balls or the black coated balls, and I believe at times it makes a big difference. Sometimes they're attracted to them and it helps, sometimes they're not. I've been just running lead balls this year.
Well, you and Parker ought to know because you're out in the water every day.
Never do it. Start to pick up on little things like that, though. A lot of people wouldn't normally pick up on. Yeah, these long lines really work.
Well, like you were saying, you can get into deeper trolling at less expense. Oh, he's cooking good.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one. Fat. That's a... I'm not gonna eat you. Put it on.
Extreme beauty.
That is a nice fish. I suppose I'll get slimy. That's a nice fish.
Gonna hand me my camera.
Boy, we've caught a lot of them this size.
Right in front of the.
You hold them up a little bit.
Very nice size
Yeah.
fish.
Great.
Spike for 13 kilograms.
Get that back out there.